Nighthawk Gold in the news today. Nighthawk Gold trades as NHK on the Toronto Stock Exchange, MIMZF on the OTCQX in the States. They report high-grade mineralization from its initial drilling at Cass. You run through the details of the news. VP of Corporate Development, Suzette Ramcharan. Suzette, appreciate the time here. A nice little headline there. High-grade mineralization, always a good thing. Please run through the highlights here for investors.
Thanks, Rob. For anyone that hasn't followed the story for a while, we had a change of management at the beginning of the year with a new CEO and a new VP of exploration. And then shortly after that, in February, we re-engaged an option agreement on what we call the Kim and Cass property. And the reason we looked at this and liked this property was because there was already a non-compliant historical resource at both Kim and Cass. And Nighthawk had done some limited drilling back in 2014 that garnered some results that warranted follow-up. So we optioned this property back in February. We received the permits to start drilling in May. So this target was not at the beginning of our exploration program, but we're happy to report these initial results today. And of course, the headline reads high-grade results. And these two targets, both Kim and Cass, but we're focusing on Cass right now, did show the possibility of higher grade mineralization to what we see at Kolomak, and that's one of the reasons why it's been our top target. Not only that, we think there's a lot of opportunity to grow this. So a lot of the work that we're doing this year, just so everyone is aware, is to validate the historical drilling, and in order for us to bring that non-compliant resource into 43101 compliance. And so that headline hole of CM 2112, that was drilled into the core of the deposit. And the main reason for that was to confirm that historical information and to really get or obtain really important geological information on the type of deposit that's hosting the mineralization and the consistency of mineralization we're seeing. And we showed in that hole, it was consistently mineralized throughout that intersection. And so that intersection was 6.92 grams over 51 meters, which started at a downhole depth of 121.75 meters. So really, really good information from that. There was a lot of visible gold throughout that cut. And then we also followed up on what's called the eastern extension. This is to the northeast, and this is an area which Nighthawk drilled in 2014. Our drilling this year that we released today showed interesting results, which is 500 meters east of the main zone. So this is really lining up with our strategy, where we wanted to look at targets that could not only contribute to increasing the global resource base, but also to increase the average grade. And we honestly believe that Cass is one of those targets. The non-compliant historical resource has a grade of about 2.66 grams per ton, and the average grade at Kolomak was about 2.01 grams per ton. So we're looking at really improving the resource grade overall, and Cass fits nicely into that.
So what's next steps from here then, Suzette?
Yeah, and so at the end of the release, we also outlined where we're tracking as far as the phase 1 program for this year. So we had planned approximately 45,000 meters as part of phase 1. We've completed about 35,000 meters to date, and so far we've released 13,220 meters of drilling results. Currently, right now, we've got 2 drills on our Fishhook target. We've got 1 drill on the Cass zone, which is going to follow up on the western extension. So that's to the southwest. Then we have the Albatross target, which is immediately to the southwest of Cass. And then we've got a drill at both the 24 and 27 zones, which are to the northeast of the main Kolomak deposit. So a lot of news flow still to come for the rest of the year. So look out for drilling results. I would say on average, every 3 to 4 weeks is when we should likely have news out.
Okay, lots to stay tuned for, I guess. We'll keep our eye on the wire. Appreciate the update. That's Suzette Ramcharan. She's VP Corporate Development, Nighthawk Gold, NHK, Toronto Stock Exchange, MIMZF, OTCQX in the States. Again, Suzette, appreciate you taking the time. We'll check back in when you have some more news to report.
Thanks, Rob.